Where you place the horizon can change everything in your landscape painting. In most of the landscapes, sometimes we find ourselves mesmerized by the vastness of the sky, and other times we get drawn into the depth of the land. Each has its own unique beauty. So, what is the ideal placement of the horizon line in a landscape painting? Should it be high, low, or right in the middle? Let's try to find the answer, something every artist must understand. Welcome to my channel Fine Art Diary Painting Nature. In today's video, we are going to talk about the horizon line and why it plays such a crucial role in the composition. Because, believe it or not, horizon line placement has a major impact on how we organize space in a painting. In this photograph I took from a hilltop, you can see the entire city unfolding beneath. Here the landmass dominates the composition and the horizon line is placed very high. This is called a high horizon composition, where the foreground or land details are given more attention. Now compare it with this photograph, where the sky stretches far and wide, pulling the viewer's gaze upward, giving a sense of openness and freedom. To maintain this feeling, the horizon line is placed very low, allowing the sky to breathe. This is known as a low horizon composition. So, which one should we use in our paintings? Let's try to understand the concept by drawing it. This is going to be the foreground. Now let's draw a tree over here. Some suggestions where it's touching the ground. Now let's draw a seabed over here, and this is going to be our midground. I'm making the line a bit sharper. Let's erase the extra areas. Also giving some cloud shapes, and it's going to be the background plane. In this frame, the horizon is dividing the canvas exactly in two halves. And I feel that a scope is there to make the composition more interesting. Now to do that, let's bring down the horizon downward and see the change. Erasing the extra shapes. You can see the composition is much more interesting now. There is more space at the top and less space at the bottom. At the same time, because the tree shape is going beyond the horizon line, it is connecting the sky, ocean, and the land together. So it's becoming much more interesting than the previous composition. This is the reason we generally avoid middle horizon composition and take it either downward or upward, a low horizon line or a high horizon line, to make the composition interesting. In this seascape, when the horizon is at the middle of the canvas, it looks boring and generally we avoid it. But at the same place, when a character is full of thoughts, remembering the struggles of life, the details of the foreground rocks are more important to show the hurdles he has crossed and given less space to the sky. So a high horizon composition. But at the same place, when the man is looking at the sky and dreaming of the freedom, the birds need space to fly to announce the freedom. So, a low horizon composition works best giving the sky more room. So we can see both low and high horizon compositions are looking interesting to us. In short, it's not about right or wrong. It depends on your creative intent. Now let's explore how famous artists use this principle in their own paintings. In this landscape by Peter Brockle, you will notice a high horizon. It gives weight and presence to the land and creates a visual interest. Again, in French Island by Paul Cézanne, a high horizon line helps emphasize the solid forms and structure of the landscape. On the other hand, in this landscape by Turner, the horizon line is very low, giving the sky a sense of vastness and drama. This use of low horizon composition creates a powerful emotional impact. Alright, this was the second category of composing a painting, and there are many more to come. If you have any question, feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to hear from you and may even make a video based on your questions. And don't forget to subscribe the channel because lots of tutorials and painting insights are coming in future. Thank you so much for watching.